Hey Rangers, today we've had something really exciting and big news, and that is that Hasbro has now bought the entire property from Power Rangers for $522 million. That's a lot of cheddar, yo. I've got to admit, I wasn't surprised about this because I had a feeling that Hasbro were going to buy the entire line. The only reason why I kind of figured this out was there was kind of a lot of talk about on the Facebook groups as well as some websites saying that at some point Hasbro could just buy the entire brand. And I think the guy who owns Hasbro, I think he's friends with Saban, so I think, yeah, it was kind of like a done deal on that one. But with this, it means that Hasbro own everything Power Rangers, past, present, and future. And in some way, I kind of think this is a really good way. I think this is a good move for the brand. I think for quite some time, since Samurai up to where we are now, which is Super Ninja Steel, I think that the brand tried to be what it used to be, what was Mighty Morphing. And I think now with the leadership over Hasbro, I think we are going to get some really cool stuff. Some of the toys at the moment are kind of going to be phenomenal. I'm guessing, I'm putting my faith in this. I hope I am right, and I hope we do get some cool stuff. Now, mainly, we can get new toys, we can get different things like Nerf guns. Can you imagine, like, a Time Force blaster, like, just a Nerf gun? I think that would be really cool. Like, you know, we have a lot of things that we can go over, and I know that they're going to re-release Mighty Morphing, and I know we're going to get so many complaints from the fans going like, oh my god, they're just doing what Bandai did. But let's talk about the bigger picture on this one. So first of all, I think that we're now going to be getting a 1-year season show. It's not going to be divided into Super or Mega. I think we are going to have a generally one season. So Beast Morphers, when that airs, I think that'll be a 1-year project, and I think that'll cover the 40-odd episodes or how many that Go Buster had. This also leads up to other things. You know, whatever the next Sentai is after that they go for, either it be Q Ranger, Torcuja, even up to Lupin versus Pat Ranger right now. I think that we're going to get the full set. I think it's going to be 100% all the episodes. It would make more sense. And the only reason why I kind of bring this up is it was in a press release a while ago. It was kind of hinted when Hasbro was going to take over the toy license. There was only a year between something, and it just said, like, it kind of hinted at this, and I kind of think that it was right. If I can find it, I'll put the link in the description down below. We all know that the ratings have dropped for Power Rangers on Nickelodeon. We've seen it. I think I may have talked about it a while ago, but because it's all kind of dropped, I think that now Hasbro are going to be like, okay, let Super Ninja Steel take its final run on Nickelodeon, and then what we'll do is we'll take our brand over to, I think, the channel that they've got that they run, which is the Family Discovery Channel or something. If you know, let me know down below in the comments. We don't get that over here, not that I've seen anyway. But because of this, Hasbro now have the entire time to say, look, you know, we're not happy that the show's done this badly or it's not done as well as expected on Nickelodeon. If we bring it over to our channel, we have more control. So you probably get the episodes where they're still like being shot in New Zealand, but I think now they say, look, you know, we're going to go back to see what made Power Rangers so good. You know, when we have great seasons like Zeo, Time Force, In Space, stuff like that, what made it interesting? So let's try and look at that formula, put our own magic into this, and then put it onto our channel where we have a lot more control. We can produce more episodes. We can do a lot more than what Nickelodeon has, and Nickelodeon trying to suffocate and kill Power Rangers. Also, we can see that maybe Hasbro will actually make their own movie. We've seen it in with Transformers, how many there are at the moment, but if they're putting their own money in and funding into it, we can possibly get yearly Power Ranger films, which I am more than happy to see, rather than it being like, oh, well, it's been X amount of years before the next film. And obviously, the Power Ranger film didn't do that well, from what I know. Obviously, it did better in sales afterwards, with people buying like more copies of the Blu-ray than possibly ever could. But this is kind of really exciting. So you have new toys, you have a whole season rather than being cut into 2. You have new films. You also have other properties that Hasbro have bought from Saban, which I didn't know Saban had. So you've got stuff like My Pet Monsters, Popleys, Julius Jr., Luna Petunia, Treehouse Detectives, and then a whole list of other brands that I don't know because the article doesn't tell me. But you have these brands that are moving over to Hasbro. One thing that I will mention is think of the crossovers. Think of, like, can you imagine Power Ranger My Little Ponies? Or can you imagine a Megazord going against a Transformer? You have so many things that you can bring into this and breathe new life into the Power Ranger line. As I said, different toys. This is so cool. I'm going to kind of leave it here because there's so much. I'm going to link all the descriptions down below. My kind of thoughts on this is I'm kind of really excited to see what's going to happen with this. Are we going to see more of a change in the brand now? Is it going to skyrocket and actually take the leadership back to being like one of the best boy brands in the world? I know it's #1, but still, is it going to become king? Is it going to be that great again that people are going to be happy? Are we going to get the love and respect? Because I know there are going to be people that will be debating this. Are we going to get the love and respect that Power Rangers has needed for such a long time? So I'm kind of really excited about this. I generally really want to know how we're going to move forward, how the brand is. You know, does it mean that we'll get more conventions? Does it mean that we'll get more seasons? Will we get something regular? Are we going to get rid of the hiatus that I absolutely freaking hate in this? There's so many questions that I kind of really want to sit down and make a longer video and kind of talk about what we're going to get from Hasbro. So that could possibly come out quite soon, but I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on this, Rangers? Do you like the idea? Do you like the thought of Hasbro owning all the Power Ranger seasons? You know, it means we could get some more comic books. You know, Boom Studios are doing a really good run with them, but you may other people, you know, Hasbro. I'm not quite sure if Hasbro have their own comic line. I know they've got the Transformers, but they may go over to that publishing. It might be different, or we may keep Boom Studios. I think we should definitely keep Boom Studios because they're doing a phenomenal job right now. But anyway, what are your thoughts, Rangers? Are you happy that Hasbro own the line now? Is it something that you're excited for? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you've liked this video, like, favorite, comment, and consider subscribing. Check out all the other videos on the channel. If you want to help out the channel on Patreon, link is in the description down below. And as always, Rangers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.